coaching from the couch or from the sideline or from my basement, whatever. I'm a little out of commission right now given this biceps healing. So normally this is the time of year when we start to bring in a lot of new people. When I say we, I mean as a strength coach at a high school, we bring in a lot of freshmen, 8th graders, and underclassmen that have never lifted before. So this goes out to all of those people and also people who are getting into the gym. We're approaching January 1st. Great time to get started, a great motivator for all. So today I'm going to be going over squat. And again, I'm not going to shape this as if everyone should do it exactly this way. This is just for brand new lifters, beginner lifters, and this is the way I teach it. So for squat, it's the bar goes across your back and we're squatting to try and get the tops of our thighs parallel with the floor. So the goal would be to get down to about this depth where your hip hinge breaks just below parallel with the top of your thighs. Now there's a couple points to it. You want your feet about shoulder width apart, or for beginner lifters, again, what I teach them is if they're like, I don't know how far to put my feet, I tell them jump as high as you can, standing in one place, just jump. When they jump, they land, and wherever they land, that's their feet is about shoulder width apart, as long as they don't fall over. So feet are about shoulder width apart. The bar is going to go across your back, and I'll show you where in a second. When we go down, we want to keep our shoulder blades tight across our back. We want to keep our eyes just above parallel. Some coaches will teach you to look up at the ceiling, which is sometimes can cause you to look way too high up and cause the bracing to happen differently. So your eyes are just above, straight out in front of you. Our back is nice and tight, and we're going to try and imagine as if we're squeezing the bar this way. That'll keep the bar tight and your back tight. I want to keep a big open chest. And then on my descent, I want to kick my hips out. I want to reach my butt back. If I have a spotter, you want to try and pretend like you're trying to touch them with your butt. It sounds weird, but it's the best way to teach it. You want to reach back as if you're sitting in a chair that's behind you. So we're going to be right here, reaching back and trying to drive down, keeping everything tight. And at the bottom, once we break parallel, we drive straight up. Another point to make, our knees. Again, beginner lifters, there's a bunch of positions you can teach as you get better and as you get more advanced. But beginner lifters, we do not want our knees to go way forward in front of our toes. Not yet. Again, that's a technique we can learn later. What we really want to learn, trying to keep our knees as close to in line with our foot, not breaking past our toes. That's where we want to be. You'll see a lot of new lifters, because of their lack of mobility, are going to reach their knees forward and they think that's the way to go. It is not. A beginner lifter is probably going to have really stiff ankles. So if you want to put a 10-pound plate, or if you want to invest in some of these wedges or buy some fancy shoes, we'll go over footwear later. But this will give you just that little bit of support in your ankle so that is not an issue. But again, we're here, back is nice and tight. We're going down so that our hip crease is just below parallel. From here, we're going to climb back out of it. All right, next, my workout partner here is going to come up and I'm going to explain to you where the bar should fit across your back. So she's going to get up under the bar. We want to find a spot between two vertebrae in the back here that's comfortable. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be comfortable. You're going to have some red marks. You're going to have some marks. Some people jump quickly to throw a sweatshirt around it or one of those foam pads. I would advise you not to, because we have to find that sweet spot. So the sweet spot's actually somewhere between the rear delts, which is the back of the shoulder muscle, the traps, and just above the shoulder blades. Now there's some lifters that'll teach you high bar and low bar. Step on back. Stand up as tall as you can. Low bar is almost going to fit like right here, right above the points of your shoulder blade. And then high bar, go back down a little, is going to sit right on top of your traps a little higher. So those are two different positions that change the angle of your squat. We want to find that sweet spot for beginner lifters that puts our rear delts and our traps as kind of the point of holding it. Her hands are going to be just outside of that, whatever's comfortable. She could go wider, she could go narrow, whatever's comfortable, and she's going to keep everything tight. You want to do one?
Sure.
All right, so she's going to unrack. She's going to step back, controlled. She's going to get her feet right, get her hips right, everything's in good alignment. She's gonna lock her lower back out, keep her shoulders tight. Her eyes are gonna focus just above straight in front of her, not quite to the ceiling, but just above. And she's gonna take a big breath into that diaphragm, into her upper belly, suck all that air in, and then go down nice and slow. And then once her hips break that parallel point, she'll come right back up. She's not gonna fly up to dislocate her knees. She's not gonna fly up and make the bar click. She's gonna come up just as controlled as she went down. And if she's happy with it, she'll walk it forward. Spotter will help her guide her there. Got it. Thank you very much. So that is squat today. Tomorrow we're gonna go over bench press. The next day, deadlift. After that, I'm gonna give you some techniques that you can do at home in order to prepare you for doing some of these lifts at the gym for the first time. We're also gonna go over good spotting techniques. I think I just said that. I'm also gonna go over some different accessories and different things you can wear to increase, improve, or fix some of your lifts. We'll go over shoes, wraps, knees, sleeves. We'll go over all that for beginner lifters. If you have questions at any time, please send me a message or comment directly on this video. And if you share this video or if you send me a message, I will send you a free finisher for a squat workout. So if you've watched this whole video to the end, all you gotta do is send me a message, share this video, and I'll send you a finisher for a squat workout that will give you that burnout feeling that'll just crush you at the end of a workout and give you that little extra push. All right, hit me up.